There wasn't a pay scale for Soultrain. No one got paid. There wasn't a budget for us as dancers.
Actually getting a check, no.
Oh, that's a whole different story.
We got Kentucky Fried Chicken, off-brand sausage soda.
Springfield soda. 2-piece box of chicken and a Springfield soda.
They switch it sometime with sandwiches, but that was our gift.
You know, at first that was fun, but then when our eyes started opening, we were like, hey, you know, we should get paid. Don Cornelius had a great opportunity to really push the lockers ahead. And when we asked to get paid, he kicked us off the show.
Don was a very intimidating man. He controlled everything. So we knew this is it. You do it because you want to do it. If you don't want to do it, there's the door.
But Timmy, I think I got paid in the fact that everywhere I went, people would say, that's that guy from Soultrain. I got a chance to go to Japan. I got a chance to go to Jamaica to represent Soultrain.
It was how you use the vehicle. I was in videos, a connection.
I wasn't looking for money. I was looking for the exposure to get money. You know, people see us, they're gonna call. And so I was able to, you know, travel around the world to dance and got paid that way.
As the years went on, you know, I was one of the people chosen to be on the Soultrain cruise. So I was on that cruise for 7 years. So I feel all that hard work that I did in the past, it evened out.
Don Cornelius helped us to become the professional dancers. And in a lot of ways, I would say Don Cornelius helped to make Shabba-Do. I wouldn't have the career. I would have probably just been a Soultrain dancer, probably making scale on the show, and that would have maybe been it. He pushed us away. Tony Basil helped form us into a professional troupe. And so in some ways, thank you, Don, you know, for doing that.
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha, and I despise niggas like this because they make my fucking job hard, right? My job is to be a respected, well-paid black man in America, and it be stupid assholes like this that do shit for a box of chicken and a goddamn soda, right? There's nothing that nobody could tell me that'll make me pass up money. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck if it was 1975, 2005, or 2025. You always get the fucking money. And this is why underpaid black people in Hollywood or even in media persist, and even in music, because they fucking stupid. They want to, these are the type of niggas that want to be seen. They do shit because it makes them look good. People get to know them, they become popular. Just all this stupid shit that don't mean anything, right? Don't give you no power, don't give you no leverage. And they talking about if they question Don Cornelius, they got kicked off the show. If you got kicked off the show, that's what it was, right? I'd rather take no opportunity that doesn't pay than to take one that don't pay, right? Like, what the fuck's the point now? One dude in there said, I was using it for an opportunity, for other opportunities to make money. That's stupid. He had a show, which means he had a business, which means he could pay people. He's paying to be on the network, or they're paying him. However that shit's going, I don't know. But he's on TV. It's 1970 some shit. They're generating money. You should at least have got a couple dollars, right? To not ask for your couple dollars or not to receive anything. Now you just, once again, niggas playing they self. This has happened in the movie business. This happened in the music business, and it happens in media entertainment business. Even porn business. You got bitches in porn talking about they was paid in drugs just to smoke some weed or sniff some coke. Hell, I seen a video. A woman said they was giving some bottles of champagne to do anal. I don't think that it's a fair exchange, right? These are people that are morons that play themselves, which is why the rich and elite are getting away with what they're getting away with, because most people down here on the bottom floor, right, the lay person or the layman person is a fucking idiot. They'll play themselves, they'll shortchange themselves just to be popular, just to fit in, just to get a whole bunch of superficial notoriety that don't mean shit. And then after everything's said and done, a decade goes by, you're left holding the bag. You're older, you're broke, your ass is washed. What else? There's video footage of you, right, looking larger than life, but you now back in the projects. That's like almost like rappers that played themselves in the 90s. You be surprised it was the niggas that were the most popular that played themselves. Rappers that weren't as popular, like Skilo or Sir Mix-a-Lot. These are niggas that after a couple years they was considered corny, but they secured the bag. Sir Mix-a-Lot didn't sell his publishing. Skilo, I guess they thought the song wouldn't be a hit, so he was able to keep 100% of his publishing plus the masters. The shit was a hit. You know what I'm saying? He's worth, I think last time I seen a video, he said since 1995 he's accumulated over $50 million. They still use the song in jingles and commercials and even TV shows. So it was the niggas like Snoop Dogg or MC Hammer or Tupac. And I won't necessarily say Tupac actually got played. He was actually in the process, right, of securing the bag. I think when he got killed, I think his record was only out 6-7 months. According to Suge Knight, it takes about 60 to 90 days to secure money from the record label. What else? You got to pay people out. So his money was in lieu of being paid out. He just fucked around and got murdered before he could get paid. So all the people talking that dumb shit. Oh, Tupac played himself. He wasn't getting paid. He hadn't actually lived long enough to actually receive the money. And his mom had to sue Suge Knight and Interscope because you ain't Tupac. And as unscrupulous as that seems, I feel like that's how they play people in the industry. If you somehow drop dead or get killed or whatever, well, we don't have to pay you, and this person didn't write the lyrics of, you know what I'm saying, do the album, so we're not paying her either. Which is fucked up. That's unscrupulous as shit. And but long story short, Afeni Shakur took Suge Knight to court and got paid $9 million, so everything's copacetic. But most people in the record industry or even media, they play themselves, and these jackasses, it don't even matter that it was 1978. They stupid is stupid. People have been getting paid in the 70s for eternity, so they shouldn't have been an exception. The fact that they allowed themselves to get played like that, yeah, it's disheartening. Not only that, like, I want to say something nice, but fuck all these old people that played theyself, right? Jay-Z has a famous line in the Blueprint on Justify My Thug. What does he say? I ain't never played myself. I can't say I never knelt before God to times of no avail, but I never sat back feeling sorry for myself. Nah, that's not the line. What he say? I don't know, but he says I ain't never played myself. I'll probably insert that lyric or that part of the song.
Foolish pride is what held me together through the years I wasn't felt, which is why I ain't never played myself.
But yeah, you can't play yourself. You got to know your worth. You got to stand up to people, and you can't look desperate. These motherfuckers, they clearly look desperate because, like, I don't know, man. I don't know what's wrong with my people. These niggas is worse as Africans. Africans are the same way. Niggas live where all the minerals is, but yet they haven't taken the time to learn how to get the minerals themselves. They rely on the white man to farm and feed them. So a white man takes not only the fucking majority of the food money and the food, but he also takes proceeds from diamonds and gold and oil, and these niggas be living in destitute poverty, shitting on the curb. So yeah, man, you gotta be smart. These motherfuckers are stupid. Fast forward, now they all in their 60s and 70s. They old and they look wild crazy, talking about they did the shit for a canned soda and some chicken. You could have got that shit at the crib. In any event, if y'all like this episode, like, comment, and subscribe. I know I came across hard, but yeah, my generation and even this younger generation, we've always been keen on the money. I forgot what movie it comes from, but I think it was Samuel Jackson. Where the motherfucking money? You know what I'm saying? That should always be the prize question. Where's the money? Don't shit move in this world without money. And I know there's an old adage that sometimes you got to do things with the hopes of getting the opportunity. Sometimes that's right, but in majority of the situations, it's not applicable. When you're actually doing a gig, you get paid. And if you don't get paid, like, you walk. Fuck yourself. You gotta think about it. If all I'm getting is these motherfuckers could have combined themselves for more leverage than they actually initially had independently. They could have said, yo, how about 50 of us stand away, and if Don Cornelius don't pay us no money, then we just leave. Now, who the fuck? He would have lost out on having dancers, right? Or at least the show would have looked obviously thin. And then I would have told other people standing in line, yo, he's not going to pay you. Come over here. We're going to petition against this nigga. And we would have got paid. These niggas was just stupid. In any event, if y'all like this episode, you know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm out.